Welcome to the channel. So here is a problem, okay, and we are asked to find the value of k in this problem. Now, there are two ways of going about this problem. The first way is to see how we can make the values, like the basis on both sides of the equation, the same, and then we can equate the powers, and then from there we can find the values of k in the problem. And the second method is to apply the laws of logarithm, okay, to see how we can apply the laws of logarithm, and from there we find the value of k. Okay, so let's start with the first method. From the law of indices, we have that any number raised to the power of 0 is equal to 1. So this simply means that if we have this raised to the power of 0 is equal to 1. Okay, so if this is true, then we can apply it here so that we can make the basis the same, and then we can equate the powers, and from there we get to find the value of k. So let's rewrite the equation, and then we have a thing like 1 over 8 k plus 2 is equal to 1 all over 8. So this equation is the same thing as this equation. Now, we've achieved our goal of trying to make the bases the same. Okay, now since the bases are the same, we can now equate the powers. Okay, and then we have a thing like k plus 2 is equal to 0. Now from this, we can make k the subject of the formula, and then we can find the value of k. So if we do that, we have that k is equal to, when we take this over to the other side, it becomes a negative value. Then we have minus 2. So this is the answer. This is the value of k using the first method. Now let us go over to the second method. Okay, second method. Now, let us rewrite the equation again. Then we have a thing like 1 over 8 k plus 2 is equal to 1. Okay, now let's take the first step of taking the log of both sides. So if we take the log of both sides, we'll have that log 1 over 8 k plus 2 is equal to log 1. Okay, and log 1 is equal to 0. So we can replace this with 0. So we go again and have a thing like log 1 over 8 k plus 2 is equal to 0. Okay, now another thing, from one of the laws of logarithm, if we have a thing like log a raised to the power of b, okay, we can rewrite it to have a thing like, it is the same thing as saying b log a. Okay, it is still the same thing, and we can apply this here. So in this case now, this is the power, so we can just bring it backwards, and then we continue that way. So with this now, we have k plus 2 all into bracket log 1 over 8, all right, is equal to 0. So we can expand the bracket, okay? We multiply the whole of this by k, and then we come back again to multiply the whole of this by 2, and everything is equal to 0. So if we multiply k by this, we'll have k log 1 over 8 all into bracket plus this being multiplied by this, we have 2 log 1 all over 8 is equal to 0. Okay, so we can make the whole of this the subject of the formula. All right, so we have a thing like k log 1 over 8 is equal to, when this crosses over to the other side, we have a negative value, right? So we have minus 2 log 1 over 8. Okay, now from this point, we can see that we have both log 1 over 8 on both sides of the equation. So with these, we can easily cancel off, or we can divide through by log 1 over 8. So when we divide through by log 1 over 8, we are left with k is equal to minus 2. All right, and that is exactly the same thing we have when we apply the first method. So k, from here, k is equal to minus 2. And it's still the same thing as what we got here. So whichever method feels more convenient for you, you're good to go with that. And we'll see you again in the next video. Take care.